Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 2 of What If Naruto Was the God of Space and Time. And well, part 2 guys. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Neglected and Reborn as the Son of Darkness, and enjoy that guys. And also remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. And also guys, go ahead and check out the final episode over in Making 3 of What If Naruto had the most powerful Sharingan. Links will be down in the description for Making and Anime King 3 guys. So yeah, without further ado, we'll just begin this new episode. Start the intro. So the last time we left off, we start off with a big light, where all the gods and all the devils and demons were created from, and all the heavens and hell was split to pieces, and we then moved towards the 9th level of hell. In the 9th level, there was the Jube, who was a master of hell there, as he was in control. He was the god of space, time, and will, as he had came to earth where he was worshipped, until Kaguya Osusuke took his fruit as he had blessed her with it, to end the war for the people, but she became greedy, and she became powerful and they fought. She cursed him in the end, but he reversed the curse as his power would be passed on to someone successful and worthy of it. We then skip thousands of years, as Naruto Uzumaki, Anbu of Konoha, was called by the Hokage to take off his mask. Harrison seemed to know who Naruto was, but not just as Naruto as he called him, Ju, but Naruto told him not to call him that here. As they spoke, he wanted Naruto to join the Genin squad, as he was Anbu for most of his life, so, well, he was not on any record because Anbu records were not shown in the public eye. As he talked to Naruto about the CRA to help him revive his clan, but Naruto told him that he didn't really need his help, but he looked towards the prospect of people. But Naruto didn't like the pics that he was giving him so far, as Naruto got the inheritance and everything. As Sarutobi also announced who Naruto was, the son of the late 4th Hokage and Kushina Uzumaki. There was no point of hiding his power because anyone would try to fight him because he was, well, Harrison knew who he was. So with that, Naruto was announced to the village. When he went to school, the girls were all over him, but he didn't really like fangirls. They were just that, fangirls. As he went on a team with Sakura and Sasuke, seeing that he didn't have a school mission record, so he was a dead last. As they waited for their Jonin sensei when he finally came, as they brought him towards the bell tests, as Naruto had fought him, but Sakura refused to help Naruto because, well, she believed Sasuke could do it. Kakashi was disappointed in them, as Naruto did perfectly well and even get the bell, as Naruto had figured out the whole point of the tests, and told him that they were Team 7 now, and he walked off. And their Team 7 was formed, as Kakashi was, well, attacked by Naruto for being late once again. So with that Team 7, they had been a team for a couple of months now, as Naruto was tired of it. He also nearly decapitated Aruka when he spoke about the subject, throwing his strange knife towards him, as Naruto wanted the high rank mission, as he was not going to go after that cat anymore. He was not gonna do any of these chores anymore, as here is an ordinary mission for them. Naruto was in the process of building a castle. It was not even a mansion. You could literally call it a castle, as the man was rather shocked who was making it, but the funds that Naruto had, well, he had them quite prepared. So Naruto gave him the blueprints of what he came up with so far. The man was quite surprised seeing that he was a contractor. With the place picked out and the man able to hire multiple of workers, the castle will be done in a month time. As he had hired a lot of people, and the formation everything was picked out already. So with that, Naruto took his gear as it was set up rather perfectly as he made his way to meet up with Sakura and Kakashi and Sasuke to embark on their C-rank mission. For them anyway, their first C-rank. So yeah guys, was basically as we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. And also remember to go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Neglected and Reborn as a Son of Darkness. And enjoy that guys. And also over in Making 3 I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto. Well, the final episode guys of What If Naruto had the most powerful Sharingan, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say begin this new episode start? The intro. The group was making their way towards the wave when Sakura noticed something. Naruto, where are your supplies? She asks. They're sealed away in a scroll, Sakura, said Kakashi. Oh, she said. She then started a conversation with the bridge builder. As she was confused, Kakashi-sensei, doesn't Wave have shinobis? No, they're not a shinobi village. Thus they asked for help from other villages like Konoha. As she nodded, as Naruto noticed a puddle at the head of the group, but it hadn't rained in weeks. As Naruto noticed that Kakashi must have noticed by now, but he made no move at all. Oh, I get it. He wanted to see who they're after. They passed the puddle. Tazuna and his teammates were unaware of this. The puddle then shifted as two new ninjas, with two chains, well it was one chain connected to each of their wrist guards, came out. They wrapped it around Kakashi and shred him. Sakura screamed as she pulled at her kunai in fear. As they turned to Tazuna, one down, one to go. As they rushed towards him, but Sasuke appeared and run through hand sign. Fire style, fireball jutsu. They had to split the chain to dodge. They tried to come around to get Sasuke into both sides, but as Sasuke was prepared, Naruto appeared in front of one of them. Slash! As blood flashed all over the place. Miyaizu Gozu said. Sasuke was given a good distraction as he threw his kunai and nailed him right in the shoulder. Before he could get up though, Kakashi appeared in place, his knee on his chest, a kunai to his throat. Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. But how? Kakashi pointed to where his dead body was, as she saw splintered wood. Substitution, she thought inwardly. I wanted to see how you would do. And I was not disappointed. Sasuke and Naruto, great job at stopping your opponents. You too, Sakura, you knew your weakness and decided to protect the client. I am proud of you, he said, as he looked down to see that the brother was unconscious. These are the missing names. The demon brothers, Miyaizu and Gozu. Why are they after you? As he turned towards Tazuna. Tazuna sighed, seeing that he was caught, as he told the truth. This mission is above our level, said Kakashi. We should know, said Naruto as he started to walk. I'm going. Well, I'm going as well, said Sasuke. So am I, said Sakura, hearing that Sasuke was going. Kakashi sighed. Alright then, he said. I guess we're continuing. Tazuna had tears in his eyes. Thank you, he said, as Kakashi tied them to a tree to be picked up by Anzu. As they continued their journey, Team 7 got onto a boat, as they started to be brought towards Naruto's house. Despite the mist, the bridge could be seen clearly. Wow, said Sakura. As they made their way, it didn't take long as they set back to the ground. Upon arriving, they start to walk once again, as Naruto pulled a kunai and tossed it. As a white rabbit came out. Naruto, you almost killed the poor thing, said Sakura. But Naruto ignored her. The rabbit fur, it was white, as it should be brown this year, unless it was grown indoors. That means, get down, Kakashi shouted. They all ducked. A man flashed on the handle of the blade that stabbed into the tree. What is this? A team of genin? And the legendary Kakashi copy ninja. No wonder the demon brothers fail. As Kakashi looked up to see Zabuza Momokai, demon of the mist, A-rank shinobi. I guess I can't take this lightly, as he lifted up his headband. The Sharingan? Said Sasuke in surprise. I'm honored to be shown the Sharingan this early. As Zabuza jumped down, pulled out his blade as he flashed through seals. Here, hidden mist jutsu, he said. Team 7, Delta formation. Protect the client, said Kakashi. 8 points. Zabuza's voice came through the mist. Liver, lungs, heart. Jugular vein, larynx. Subclavia, artery. Kidneys, brain. Which one to strike first? As he released a wave of killer intent, Sakura started to fall down as she gripped her kunai tightly. Sasuke was trembling. I might as well end this. I can't bear it, he said. Don't worry, the voice of Kakashi said as he released his own chakra to calm the killer intent. I won't let any of you die. Is that so? Said Zabuza, as he appeared in the center and swing, but Naruto blocked the swing with his chakra blades. Huh, I'm impressed, kid. Kakashi drive his kunai right through his back, but he burst into water. Kakashi was then sliced in half as it turned out he was a clone. As both men started to fight as Kakashi reappeared, until both of them jumped back and went through hand signs at insane speed, water style. Water Dragon Bullet! The two attacks clashed together. Amazing. So this is a Jonin battle, thought Sasuke. Zabuza was kicked in the lake by Kakashi as he vanished. Kakashi rushed on the water as he noticed something. Too late. The water was coated with chakra. Oh no. Water prison. As he was captured, as Zabuza put his hand through it. As Naruto shook his head, rather disappointed. Getting caught off guard so easily. As Zabuza created 5 water clones. Enough of this, said Naruto as he moved. Sasuke was caught completely off guard as Naruto moved with incredible speeds that not even he could track. Zabuza clones were eviscerated. Zabuza cursed as he swung his blade as he didn't want to release Kakashi. But Naruto raised his hand and blocked it, as his hand was covered in rock. Earth style rock fists. His other hand got covered in rock as he slammed it in the man's chest, throwing him back as he crashed and rolled along the water before getting back on his feet. This time, try not to get captured, said Naruto, as Kakashi came out of the water all soaked. Don't worry, I won't, he said as he shot forward. Both men started to clash once again. Damn it, stop copying me! As Zabuza tried to keep up, but to his surprise, Kakashi finished hand signs before him. Can you see in the future? Water style. Great waterfall! Zabuza was thrown as he smashed into a tree. As Zabuza was lying there in pain as Kakashi moved forward only for Zabuza to fell. Head down, as Senbon struck him. As a hunter nin landed. I thank you for your assistance. The hunter nin landed beside Zabuza. I was hunting after him for some... The hunter nin had to block the shurikens that came forward. He then proceeded to grab the body and vanish. Naruto, you idiot, why did you attack? Said Sakura. As Naruto turned towards her slowly. Shut up, or face oblivion, he said. She instantly went quiet, creeped out and afraid. As Kakashi had dropped, overusing his damn Sharingan. As Naruto picked him up. Lead us to the house, he said towards Tazuna. Sakura, Sasuke, take positions next to Tazuna. He left no room for protest as he spoke, not caring what they say. As they got to the house. Father, are you alright? Oh, don't worry. I had these awesome ninjas to protect me. Excuse me, miss, not to be rude or anything, but is there a place that we can put our sensei? Oh yes, please come in. As Naruto placed Kakashi in the couch, before slapping him across the face. Ow! You know you don't have to be so harsh, right? Don't pretend to be asleep, said Naruto. His hands started to glow green as he placed them over Kakashi. You have no real injuries, just chakra exhaustion. It will take you a week to recuperate, or maybe less. We got a week to prepare for Zabuza's return, but the hunter didn't kill him. He used Senbons and aimed for the neck, said Naruto. They struck a nerve, put him in a dead-like state. Also, a true hunter would not reach for the body. They would have severed instantly, taking the head with them and burn it. Zabuza is very much alive. How long do you think it will take for him to recuperate? Asked Kakashi. While he didn't suffer from chakra exhaustion like you, he got more injuries. Definitely some cracked ribs from my punch. Not to mention death-like state that his body was put under. 2 weeks, I say. But 1, if he has a good healer. Alright. Until I'm back on my feet, Naruto is a team leader, said Kakashi. Sakura screeched. Sasuke-kun should be the leader. He's the best, she said. Naruto gave her a look, and she went quiet. He then realized, forgive our rudeness. I am Naruto Namikaze. The banshee over there is Sakura Haruno, and the emo is Sasuke Uchiha. And our sensei here is Kakashi Hatake. A pleasure to meet you, he said, as he bowed his head slightly, as she did the same. I am Tsunami. Thank you for escorting my father, she said. Do you have spare rooms, Tsunami-san? Yes, we have 2 spare rooms. Alright. Kakashi and Sasuke will take 1 spare room. Sakura the other, said Naruto. Sasuke raised an eyebrow. Where do you sleep, he asked. I won't, said Naruto as he created 6 clones. Guard the house, he said, as they made their way. Training will begin tomorrow at 10. At that moment, Iniri showed up. Iniri, say hi to the ninjas who protected your grandpa. Why? They're just gonna die anyway, said Iniri, as he left. I apologize for that, said Tsunami, as she got a shake of the head. Don't be. He's only a child, said Naruto, as Naruto was on the roof when everyone went to bed. Gato would definitely call high-level reinforcements. From what I know, he possesses a vast wealth and owned various companies, some of them related to ninjas. From what I learned from Anbu, this guy is charged with everything. From slavery, armed trades, and robbers and murders. I think it wouldn't hurt to borrow his wealth. As for Zabuza, I'll try to recruit him. An A-rank ninja like him would be a good addition to my army. He then looked towards the moon. Just you wait, Shinjo, he said. I will become worthy of your power, as he smirked to himself. Time skip. Gato Mansion was a building signifying power, surrounded by guards on all locations. Its base of operation in Wave. It used to be the palace of the Wave Daimyo, but after the takeover of the land of Wave, it became Gato Estate of drugs and prostitution. In a room you could find the fake hunter Nin, taking care of Zabuza, who kept on cursing damn that Hatake. On him up, I'll rip off his head. And that kid, he will pay for that punch. He then turned towards the hunter. You just had to hit me in the neck of all places. The neck is a fast and swiftest place for the effect. It had to be done, Ninja said. There was a hint of amusement in the voice. Gato then came in followed by 2 samurai wannabes. He looked at Zabuza with a scowl. Oh, look at the great demon. A team of genin took you down. Is this all I get for all the money I paid you? I underestimated them. They had Kakashi, the copy ninja, with them. I will get them next time. Gato approached the bed. You better or you will scream. As a hunter Nin grabbed his arm from touching Zabuza and twisted it. He fell back as the 2 guards placed their hands on their blades. As a hunter Nin pulled out 3 senbons, Gato shook his head at them, stopping them. You have 1 week, he said. If you fail, I will hire someone more suitable. As he growled and exited the room. You didn't have to do that, Haku, Zabuza said, as he revealed a kunai. Don't overexert yourself. You just rest, Zabuza-sama. Meanwhile, it has been 4 days since Naruto became team leader, and Sakura and Sasuke could agree on one thing. Naruto was a slave driver. He had them do physical exercise, until Sakura just wanted to fall. Sasuke was tired and annoyed. However, today was different. Alright, today, we shall learn to climb trees. They looked at him confused. We already know how to climb trees. Do you know how to climb trees like this? As he walked up the tree, hands in his pockets, shocking them. The principle is simple. You must apply a fixed chakra to the pockets of your feet and use it to stick on the tree. Too much, you get thrown off. Too little, you fall. He flipped off the tree, used these, as he threw 2 kunais that landed when he landed. To record your progress, I suggest you get a running head start. Begin, he said, as he pulled a cigarette. In a short time, Sakura was able to make it all the way up. Good, Sakura, he said. Now keep on doing it until you run out of chakra. This exercise does not only boost your chakra control, it also boosts your reserves. She nodded as she continued. He then turned towards Sasuke, who wasn't doing so well. Remember, Sasuke, focus, he said. Sasuke scowled, but he calmed down. As he ran up the tree, he went farther than he was before as he slashed it. As he smirked to himself, as Kakashi was watching them with an eye smile. Soon the sun was about to set as Sasuke took Naruto to the heart about focus, as he mastered the exercise. Congratulations, you two, said Naruto. As they made their way back to the house, they saw Tsunami cooking. Hello, Tsunami-san. The food smelled delicious. Oh, I thank you, she said. Gather everyone, food is almost ready. The team and Tess and the family ate, as most of them wonder what the hell was going on. With Naruto and Kakashi, they had their masks on yet they were eating the same way. But Inari snapped. He slammed his hand on the table. Why? Are you still trying? He said. You will lose. Gato has hundreds of thugs, he scowled. They're just that, thugs, said Naruto. They stand no chance against a trained team of ninjas. You are naive, Inari shouted. You stand no chance. You sit, you train and eat while you don't know what our country has been through. I bet you have a loving family and host back home, and you have never felt sadness. You know nothing of suffering. The temperature in the room seemed to just drop. Naruto's head was low as bangs, covering his eyes. I know nothing of suffering? You dear. Say that to my face. An enormous chakra fell on the room. Golden chakra started to spiral around Naruto, his eyes flickering gold, as everyone started to get terrified. As Naruto pointed towards Kakashi, his father committed suicide because his village hated him for saving his teammates. His closest friends died in the Third Shinobi War. He then pointed towards Sasuke. His older brother massacred his entire clan for the sake of power in one night. He then had him watch the entire massacre in a secondary world, but for 72 hours. As Naruto disappeared and appeared in front of Inari. Stop, Naruto, said Kakashi. But Naruto gripped Inari by the shirt, as Naruto's golden eyes had slits in them. As for me, tell me, boy, have you had thousands of beatings by your fellow villagers? Hundreds of assassination attempts before your age of 6? Did you have to grow up for 3 years in the street, looking for a scrap in the rubbish so that you can survive? Did you have to kill at 4 years old, all because you were hated for something you never asked for? No. Then you tell me I don't know about suffering! As he released him as Inari fell to the floor, cowering away in fear. Naruto started to walk off. I'm going to blow off some steam, he said. Once he was a far distance away, the room returned back to normal, as Sakura took several deep breaths. Kakashi-sensei, was all of that true? I'm afraid that he was just sugarcoating it. I watched Naruto when he grew up. I have seen what has happened to him. Worse things that you can't even imagine. Tears were in Sakura's eyes hearing all that. Even Tsunami was in tears as well. The others were shocked. How? How is he still going? After all he's been through, how can he still smile, joke, and live like that? Said Sasuke. Naruto has a strong will. The strongest will I've ever seen. It isn't surprising the Hokage said that Naruto will. Our fire is like an illuminous sun. However, I fear the day all that pent-up emotion comes to the surface. For the most dangerous sun is the one when it dies. It becomes a solar explosion, which brings total destruction to everything in the vicinity. He said in a cryptic way. Time skip. In the forest, he roared to the heavens. A mighty thunderous roar that shook the surroundings with unnatural golden power. Trees, hundreds, dozens of trees, were flat. Rocky platforms were destroyed, the ground was rooted up. Naruto had eliminated a quarter of the forest. Shredded, ripped, broke. Releasing techniques after techniques, massive geysers of wind had torn through the place. Massive water just drowned everything around, creating small lakes everywhere because of the geysers. There was massive upturned earth that shot up in spikes, massive scorch marks, as he just collapsed on the ground in anger. Some time later, a young girl, wearing a pink kimono, arrived. Her eyes widened in shock. Did a tornado pass through? That must be the case because the place was completely destroyed. But she then sensed chakra residue. Did someone do this? She then saw that boy. The boy that threw those shurikens towards her. It would be so easy to kill him right now, so that he wouldn't be a problem in the mission as she reached down. But she shook his shoulder and woke him up. You shouldn't be sleeping out in the cold. As he opened his eyes, looking at her calmly. Are you a ninja? She asked. Yeah, I was training. And I fell asleep. She looked around, some training. What are you doing here? He asked. Oh, I came to pick herbs. No doubt for Zabuza, huh? She paused slightly. Relax, said Naruto. I won't attack you. I want you to heal him. I have a proposal for you too. She narrowed her gaze. What proposal, she asks. I know your skill. I also know as well as you do that Gato will betray you. So I ask that you join me. Sorry, she said. But even if you want to join Konoha, I didn't say join Konoha, said Naruto, interrupting her. I said me. Join me and be under my clan protection. She tilted her head aside. You have a clan? I am the last one, he said. However, I come from two powerful Konoha clans, so my name carries a lot of weight. I will make sure that you and Zabuza is happy. All I ask for is your loyalty. She thought about it, don't think now. Contact Zabuza. Then once you meet me at the bridge, give me your answer. He paused. I don't know your name, he said. I am Haku, she said. Oh, and I am a boy. Huh. And I did not destroy this forest, said Naruto in a sarcastic way, as he vanished. She looked his way, as she thought Zabuza-sama. Time skip. As Naruto came back, he didn't speak to anyone. He sharpened his blade. 2 more days passed, as Naruto had been on a morning scout. When he came back to the house, though, he heard screaming, as he saw Iniere rushing towards the 2 bandits that held on to his mother screaming for him to stop. As Naruto appeared behind him and slashed their throats. As he threw the bodies behind him, 2 clones appeared and caught their bodies and flashed off with them. He then created 5 more clones. Watch the house, he said. He then looked towards Iniere. It seems you can be brave. Keep on being so. As he was gone, Iniere's eyes had a determined look in them here and that. Meanwhile, at the bridge, Kakashi was clashing against Zabuza as they were fighting in the mist. Sasuke was trapped in the ice dome, while Sakura was guarding Kazuna. Knowing that Zabuza and Kakashi were even fighting, Kakashi could handle himself. Naruto jumped over the dome as he looked down. Sasuke was about to be impaled all over as he was already looking like a porcupine. Wind style. Great wind breakthrough. You're finally here, huh? Said Sasuke, as he was about to collapse, but Naruto caught him. You did good, Sasuke, he said. You can rest now. Haku launched Senbon towards him. He realized that none of them were to kill, but he dodged all of them. He's fast. Give up, she said. You can't. He appeared in front of the mirror and slammed his heel in it. She had to move as the mirror broke instantly. As she moved towards another one, but to her surprise, he grabbed onto her leg. As she couldn't believe that. No, that was not possible. As he threw her. Luckily, she landed on her feet and jumped into another mirror. Enough of this, said Naruto as he went through hand sign. Lightning release. Wave of inspiration. As he slammed his hand on the mirror, it spread to the others. They all start to explode upon contact as the lightning jumped from one to another. Haku came out as Naruto appeared in front of her, his fist covered in lightning as he smashed it in the mass, breaking it instantly as he was thrown back. Electricity going into her body. Now be a good girl and stay here, as she was spasming on the ground. Lightning caused her not to be able to move so well. He then flashed away. Kakashi was about to kill Zabuza as he rushed with the lightning blade, only for his wrist to be caught as Naruto's pulse of chakra canceled his technique rather easily. Naruto, what are you doing? He said, as Haku came out of the ice mirror. As she was still spasming a bit, but she was on her feet. What the hell are you doing, Zabuza? Said Naruto. The tracker dogs this spell as Haku caught him. Zabuza-sama, she said. I'm sorry, Haku, he said. Zabuza-sama, she said once again. Clapping could be heard as they all turned their heads to see Gato. There was a Newton next to him. He had green hair and blue eyes. He was wearing a hidden rain headband, a pink sleeveless shirt with a black line running along the zipper, black on-foot pants, and black arm guards. He was holding a strange umbrella. He had a smirk on his face. This is the famous Demon of the Mist, This is really what he can really do. That's all? I wanted you to weaken them enough so I can kill all of you, but it seems you can't even do that enough. Gato, said Zabuza. Aoi, said Gato. Finish them all off for me, dear. Oh, with pleasure, Aoi said, as he released his Senbon shower. By throwing the umbrella in the air, Senbons rain out of it. As Naruto threw 3 Windmill shuriken around them as he went through hand sign. Lightning release. Thunder binding. A triangle barrier of lightning formed around them, blocking their shurikens. Rokusho Aoi. Missing in from Konoha, said Kakashi. As Naruto flashed through hand signs. Lightning release. Lightning Jaguar. The lightning barrier started to shift as it turned to a massive jaguar, made of pure electricity. It roared as it sped to Aoi, but Aoi pulled out a blade. As he gripped it tightly, a golden lightning exploded from it as he cut down the jaguar. As Naruto's eyes narrowed. The sword of the thunder god, he said. But something else was on Naruto's mind. How does he have the sealed form of the holy weapon? He really needed that blade. As he pulled out his blade that was made of chakra metal. As he moved, Aoi doing the same. They met in the center. Sparks flew. Naruto frowned as his blade started to crack despite the lightning, fortifying it. Naruto pushed back Aoi, surprising him by his strength. Lightning wave, he yelled. But Aoi destroyed with his blade as he moved. As he started to bring down the pressure on Naruto's blade. He saw that it was about to crack as he smiled and brought down more force. Only for Naruto to swift past him. Electricity gathered on his hand as he created a Shidori. As he tore it right through his chest. As he pulled the Thunder God blade from his hand. As he ripped out his hand out of Aoi who fell. He placed the blade on his waist. Gato noticed as he scowled. Kill him! Kill them all! But keep the girls alive. They will be used for good entertainment, he said. Hey kid, if you survive this, I'll join you, said Zabuza. As him and Kakashi arrived at Naruto's side. Naruto threw Kakashi's chakra blades. Do not lose them, he said. As the three ninjas move, Zabuza uses Executioner Blade to cut thugs from left to right. Kakashi surrounded the chakra blades with lightning as he moved from one opponent to the other. Naruto was a blur of death as he snapped necks. He broke spines. At one point he took a man's blade and sliced off his own head and threw towards another. Then he impaled that man with the other man's sword right through the head of the man that he killed first. Then he twisted that body and drove it into another as he pushed him off the bridge. As Gato started to run to the back, lightning release. Electromagnetic murder, said Naruto. A wave of electricity shredded everyone in the vicinity that were in front of Naruto, burning them as they cried out. Naruto then moved. Gato bumped into someone as he fell. His eyes wide. Please, spare me. Oh, I won't kill you. As Gato breathed a sigh of relief. They will. As the band of villagers led by Inari looked down with all sorts of weapons. As Naruto picked Gato up and tossed him, he crashed right at their feet in pain. The beating then begun. Time skip 3 days later. Naruto had ransacked Gato mansion. He grabbed anything of value. Land properties, blackmail, business administration, numerous money accounts. There was also 30 billion Ryu in his vault, and numerous classic artifacts. He kept 10 for himself, 5 for Zabuza and gave the rest to the people of Land of Wave, along with forming a business alliance with them. Even though only 3 days has passed, the changes were clear to all. The people were now filled with happiness, and they were optimistic for the days to come. Alas though, the time finally came to say goodbye. Do you really have to go? Inari asked. Now Inari, no tears, said Naruto. I want you to be a good boy, and protect your family, alright? As he ruffled the child's hair. As Inari nodded happily, yes. And I will practice to be as strong as you, he said. Gone was the sad boy, nose to the happy one, that was ready to protect his family at all costs. Good, said Naruto. He then turned towards Zabuza. So you said you will come in a month, he said. Yes, I want to help the wave get back on his feet a bit, while recovering from my injuries. As Naruto shook his hand, I'll expect you in a month then. Don't be late, or I'll open the wounds once again. As he grinned as Zabuza grinned back. In your dreams, kid. Alright, Team 7, we're moving out, said Kakashi. As he waved goodbye to the people there. Hey, what should we name the bridge? I say we name it the Great Tazuna Bridge, said Tazuna. As everyone shouted no. Oh, I know, said Inari. The Great Naruto Bridge. As the people agreed to that. Tazuna was a bit bummed out, but the people all agreed. And not to mention, he was the one that agreed to make them come on this mission, so he should give the kid some respect. Time skip. As Harrison looked towards Kakashi, as he just finished giving the report. Well, despite the circumstances, I congratulate you. For Fincha A rank mission, your pay will be added to your accounts. Dismiss, except for you, Naruto. The others were confused why Naruto was not dismissed, but they didn't say anything. What do you want, JJ? Said Naruto as he sat down. I just want to know what you're gonna do with the Raijin. And then Aoi bounty will go to your account. Thanks for the cash, said Naruto. Oh, and I'll think I'll use it until I find a better replacement. But there's more to this. I know there is. Hiruzen nodded. I also want to talk to you about your position as last of a clan. What is there to talk about, said Naruto. If this is about the CRA, then it's... Hiruzen cut him off. Marriage proposals have come in by the dozen. Already, said Naruto. I thought they wouldn't start until after the Chunin exams. The council sent letters regarding the activation of the law. Even the clans in Konoha have prepared eligible brides. What? And you let this occur, said Naruto. You know I have no choice, and I'm not the one who get famous in the bingo book. As he tossed the latest version. Page 910. What the hell, said Naruto. Since when am I in the bingo book as a A-rank ninja? Since you beat Zabuza Momokai. Naruto sighed. So who are the potential brides, he asked. Well, Hayashi desired to marry No. 2 weeks, said Naruto. Naruto-kan, the Hyugas are one of the most powerful clans. So what? I have the power to destroy our army, said Naruto. Next, as he left no room for argument. Well, next to Inuzaka clan is this. Inuzaka Hana. They say that she would be a good alpha female. She is strong and good looking. But alpha female, said Naruto. Next he asks. Ino Yamanaka. Oh, I remember her. Good looking and with potential. Add her and Anna to considering. What else, said Naruto. They also send letters to clans and nations throughout the world. We expect a response to come through the end of the Chunin exams. Speaking of the exams, when you participate and become a Chunin, you will be allowed to sit in on the council meetings. Naruto nodded, thought so he said. By the way, said Hiruzen, what will you do with Zabuza? I will put him under the protection of my clan. I see. Well, I want you to know that these Chunin exams will be visited by every nation for obvious reasons. Do you have free time? Thanks to your generous favors, I do now. Grab my shoulder, said Naruto. It won't take a minute. Hiruzen did as he was told, as they were gone a line in Shanshin. At the clan estate, Hiruzen's eyes were ready to pop at what Naruto teleported them outside of. Massive iron gates, made with strange carving designs. It was placed on a tall and thick wall that was made with chakra, granite, that looked impossible to lift. On top of the gate there was a sigil that he did not know. It had the head of a wolf with 10 tails behind it. Each tail was holding on to a symbol, an element. The other tails were holding on to an element for the living world, the heavens, the hell, creation and destruction. The acre of land was almost twice the size of Tiger Compound. The place was almost the size of Hokage's tower, just a few inches off, spanning up towards the sky and large, made of chakra, wood and stone. What is this? When was this made? Why wasn't I informed? I ordered the construction after our meeting, when you made me genin, and I am certain that you got a form regarding a new clan estate. As Hiruzen remembers, signed such a paper, but he wanted to hurry up and finish his paperwork that day because he wanted to read his little special book. To have made something so big with these materials must have cost a fortune, billions to be exact. A voice interrupted. They turned to see Amon. Namikaze's son asked for the house to be made to withstand almost any assault. It costed billions. But we've mansion made one of the most defensive place in the entire world. Naruto nodded. Thanks to God, though. I am steadily getting back those Ryu. Can you give a rundown of the fort so Hokage-sama can hear it? Naruto asked. Amon nodded. The walls surrounding the estate and made of the house as well are chakra granite. The gate is made of high chakra, quality steel. Inside is a large area capable of housing a large town. The fort is 100 feet tall. It is made of chakra oak wood. It has 40 guest room, 11 family room, 29 bathroom, a kitchen, a living room, a dining hall, a meeting room, an armory, a library, 3 training room, a control room. There is also 5 large underground halls split into 10 sectors. That is left for Namikaze to model. Below that is a bunker made of chakra cement, surrounded by a thick layer of chakra. Titanium, all in all, it is a fortress inside of Konoha. As Naruto turned towards Hiruzen, the man's face was completely blank. As Naruto clapped in front of the man's face, getting no reaction, Naruto called the envoy to take the broken Hokage away. As he then gave Amon a check inside. "It's a million Ryu, distributed to the workers," he said. He got a nod and a smile from Amon. As Naruto created 200 clones. "Time for work," he said. "Casa Takeo must be full of seals by nightfall," he said. Time skip. Casa Takeo. As the sun shining inside his new room, he slowly opened his eyes and stretched. His arms yawned as he looked through his massive window, seeing the sunrise. He then turned back towards his room. It was a room fit for a lord. The walls were made of polished dark oak wood, giving the room a feel of a cabin. He lay on a king-size bed, as the sheets were a pure white color. On the right there was a large wardrobe. On the left there was the office. As he got up, there was an armor stand, but there was no armor. Hooks on the wall for various weapons. His eyes focused on the sword holsters. As he placed the Raijin on one of the holsters, he should find a demon or angel blade soon. He knew the chance of finding another god blade was 1 in a million. Besides, his body can't handle 2 god blades until he reached demigod status, and he needed 2 more years for that. He sat at his table as he wrote a letter. He then created a clone. "Get this to Gato Council," he said. "Tell them the boss demands one to be made." As the clone disappeared, "Let's see," said Naruto as he made his way down. "I added seals to the walls, the gates, and inside the castle. The barrier of seals are placed in the control room that link to all of the high-level seals inside the house and outside as well. All I need now is to get those defensive machines." As he finished his breakfast, he then washed the dishes. As he made his way towards the armory, as it stored all of his weapons, there were many things inside. Kunai, shurikens, there was poison kits, medical kits, and many more. Kodokais, waikaizushi, katanas, many swords are on the walls. It even has some strange blades like a scythe, and several others. The left walls had some battle axe, wooden hammers, mallets, and many more. As Naruto made his way, time skip, Konoha gates. As Naruto was leaning up against the gate as he saw Haku and Zabuza walking towards Konoha, he showed the gate guards the papers, as Aisama and Kitetsu let them in, with narrowed eyes. "Welcome to Konoha," said Naruto. Zabuza snorted. "I've been here before, Naruto-sama," he said. Haku, however, looked around in wonder, as Naruto created a clone. "This clone will show you around, then. It will bring you to the house. There, after you sort your things out, you may do as you wish. I have business to attend to." They nodded, as Naruto made his way towards the village. As Naruto made his way towards Ichiro Ramen to get some ramen, as he sat down, "Naruto-kun." "Good morning, Ayam-chan," said Naruto. "I would like 5 bowls of beef ramen." She nodded. "Coming right up," she said. As she went to the back, "Dad, 5 bowls of beef ramen for Naruto." As she came back, "So, how are you doing, Naruto-kun? I heard that you went on a mission." "Yep," said Naruto. "Nothing special though." As the first bowl was placed in front of him as he digged down, as she brought in the others, she chatted with them a bit before she turned to attend to other customers. Once Naruto was finished the final bowl, an envoy appeared. "Namikaze-san, the Hokage has summoned you. He said that is very urgent." As the envoy was wearing a cat mask, "I'll be there in a moment," said Naruto. She nodded as she vanished. As Naruto paid for his meal as he made his way towards the Hokage's office, as he wondered what was so urgent, he could expect a few things. The talk of his money, the castle, or perhaps the upcoming Chunin exams. But the scene that he walked into was something that he would never expect to see in a million years. Hiruzen sat in his chair, his arms folded together. But that was not what got Naruto looking. The 2 people standing next to his desk were, one of them being a woman, 5'8", long red hair, violet eyes. and she was rather beautiful. She was wearing a red shirt, black shinobi pants, and red sandals, and a sash. Beside her, as there was a ninjato on her back, but the person beside her, that was what caught Naruto's attention the most, as he made him realize rather instantly. He stood at 6 feet tall, golden blonde hair and blue eyes, Jonin pants, the Jonin uniform in standards, as he was wearing a white coat with red flames licking the bottom of it. Naruto-kun hears and said, "These are..." But he was interrupted. Naruto, hello. My name is Minato Namikaze, and I'm your father. As Naruto just looked at the man. As he didn't say a damn word, he just kept on looking at the man. The woman smiled at him, as she seemed so happy. Harrison, on the other hand, simply sighed. He sighed rather badly. This was gonna be bad. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see next parts and do, like, subscribe, comment down below. Turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Neglected and Reborn as a Son of Darkness. And enjoy that, guys, over on Anime King. And also the final episode, yes guys, the final episode of What If Naruto had the most powerful Sharingan over on Anime King 3. And enjoy that, guys. And remember, for you to go ahead and click the subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new, I'll be replying talking about to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say, get the hell out of here. See you guys soon. Peace.